Happy Sunday, everyone, and welcome to another weekly lesson. This one, we're going to be going over the third part of how to create your very own watch list. Now, let's get right into it. Let's create a little scenario for this one. You created your watch list, you found key levels for triggers to break out of. You know volume is going to come if we cross that due to volume profiles. Now, you look at pre-market and everything is up 1, 2, 3%. Now, everything past your trigger, how are you going to play it? Well, there is always the obvious wait for a retest, but how can you know if you're going to get that retest on this support level versus the previous? Now, let's look into it. We're going to take a look at 4 examples, I believe, 3 or 4 examples on Friday. So Friday we had a gap up. We went past our levels. Tesla had 595 as a trigger level. Of course, we broke it. We ended up breaking it on this candle right here. We see we had 594.82. Again, we had a break and we reached the highs. Now, I don't really concern myself too much pre-market with 2 hours prior. All that matters is that 30, 20, 15 minutes leading up into the open. Now we see it peaked, Tesla peaked off of 604, 604.8. Now, am I going to long the open even though it's above my trigger and hope for 610? No, of course not. One, I see a clear downtrend in play here. Let me go ahead and draw that for everyone. Clear downtrend in play. And it's losing steam as we go into the open, especially those last 30 minutes, which is very, very, very crucial. So what am I going to do in this case? I will wait for the support right underneath my trigger to see if it holds. I'm not going to go at that trigger and go for the retest because as you see right here, you could have easily gotten fooled. Easily. So we had our 585 level hold, and that's where you could long. Of course, it was Friday, 0 days till expiration options, and would have net you an easy 100% profit right off of this right here. Now, another name that was losing steam and we had on the watch list, Facebook. Again, Facebook, we had a peak at the 320, and we have a clear downtrend in play right here over the highs, and we are losing steam. We had a little bit of a bounce off of some pre-market support right here. You see where everything is bouncing off of. So bounced up, this was good for it, but it still wouldn't break the downtrend that was created after the pre-market data. And of course, we never broke pre-market highs. Now, how are we going to find a name that is breaking pre-market highs in pre-market? Let's go to IWM. So IWM was a name that me and my group have longed right on the open Friday for an amazing 100% return profits. Now, how did I know that? First and foremost, we see a continued climb up for IWM into the open, correct? Now, where everything peaked out at, and then we started to form that downtrend for all other major stocks, IWM started to climb into the open, and what do you know? During those last 30 minutes, those last 20 minutes, what did IWM do? It actually broke that downtrend and created new pre-market highs. Those two signals are your confirmation for strength off the open, and that's how I always find the greatest plays right off the open. Let's take a look at another one. What did we have? We had BA in pre-market. I don't believe this broke pre-market highs. No, it did. Look at that. So we had our 233 levels. Sorry about that. 233 based off of pre-market highs. We had 232.75. That's where everything peaked. And then we can draw our slight downtrend. We notice that BA is holding better than most names. Now, we had our 233 level. And as you see, into pre-market, we break pre-market highs and break the downtrend, signifying, oh, we're going to explode right off that open, or we're going to fly, pun intended. Now, super simple, guys. You break pre-market highs with the 20 minutes leading up, or break pre-market highs with a pattern. That is your ultimate confirmation in order to decide whether to long or short a name on the open. I hope you guys can utilize these 3-parters into creating your very own watch list, and I hope this will help you guys kick ass in the market. Now let's go ahead and have ourselves a very profitable week.